I'm Saturday hauling for you guys today, and I have two lonely only items that I purchased that I got in. The rest is PR. It's good PR though, so I'm going to share that with you as well. So I'll start off with these two items that I bought, and they're both from the drugstore. I got them in Ulta. They were kind of in like the little special displays from like limited edition collections. So I think they're kind of like the brands' Halloween stuff. But this first one is from Essence. It's the Harley Quinn Meta Glow Highlighter. 0.11 ounces of product, and this guy here is made in a PRC, so it's this right here. It's just a little tiny compact highlighter, and it is what I've got on my face today as a highlighter. It's got a really pretty blue, like slight bit of a greenish type of a shift to it. It's really nice. I did have to use a firm hand to pick up the product, but buffed onto the skin, as you can see, it's got this really nice glow to it. So I am happy with it. I bought one of these that came out, I think, in the permanent range that was a little bit drier in terms of the texture. This one feels a little bit more creamy in comparison to that other one that I bought, which if I knew where I put it, I would swatch them together. But I can't find it. Probably because it's quite a compact highlighter. But there are two shades in this collection, and I think the other one might be like a pinky one, but this is the one that I got in 02 Lucky You. Again, that is the Harley Quinn Meta Glow Highlighter right there. And that is the highlighter I've got on today. And this next one is from Wet n Wild. It's their Fantasy Makers Glitter Brow and Lash Mascara. I believe there were 2 or 3 of these too, and I got the one in Purple Spiral. So this is what the packaging looks like. There's 0.33 fluid ounces of product, and it's made in Mexico. So this is what the packaging looks like. There's green and teal and purple like glitter sparkles in it. It's just really pretty. And I bought this to put in my brows, which maybe you can see it, maybe you can't, depending on, I guess, how the lights hit it. But I do have this in my brows. And I used to buy glitter mascaras. I remember Hard Candy had a really good range of them inside of Walmart. And then one year Chanel came out with a glitter mascara gold one in a holiday collection. I bought that too. And they were mascaras, but I always like to use them as brow like enhancers. I used to put glitter in my brows like all the time. So I was like, I want to kind of start doing that again because I love glitter and sparkle. And you can use this on your lashes as well. Like I said, it's called Glitter Brow and Lash Mascara, but I've just got it in my brows, and it's just really pretty easy to use. It's got one of those like firm, slightly spiraled wands, and it's just a whole bunch of sparkle. And I love it. It's just funny because I used to do that, like I said, all the time in my brows. And now I think I've seen a couple brands come out with just specific like brow glitters, which is awesome. So I got that guy again. That's the Wet n Wild Glitter Brow and Lash Mascara in Purple Spiral. And that's what I have in my brows today, along with my like normal brow products. And those are the two products that I purchased this week. I have got a massive Sephora cart. I'm waiting for the sale to start, and I'm trying to decide, should I just like go for it and buy everything in my cart, or should I whittle it down a little bit? But this next stuff is PR, and I got one from Urban Decay, and I haven't received anything from Urban Decay for quite a while. So they sent over this really cute box, and inside of there is their new eye quad, and then also a new 24/7 Glide-On liner pencil. On the card it says new Moondust eyeshadow quad exclusively at Sephora. Discover our new limited edition Moondust quad inspired by our viral eyeshadow shade Space Cowboy. So this is the card that came inside, and then the eye pencil is also new. So I actually used the eye pencil, and this is in Space Cowboy, kind of as a base for the shadows. So I do have 2 of the shades on my lid and 1 underneath the brow. So that's the sparkle that's on my eyes is from the quad. And again, I used this pencil and I kind of just like smeared it on my lid and then put the sparkle over the top. So that's what's on my lid. But my mom absolutely loves the 24/7 Glide-On eye pencils. She's got several of them. She likes to use them on the upper lash line because they wear really well on the skin. These do go on and look really pretty on my waterline. They just don't last. And I have got an impossible to work with waterline, like super watery, dry, finicky eyes, so it's really hard for me to find something that lasts on the waterline anyway, but on the skin these are great. And again, my mom loves them. Worked out great as a base too, like I said, for the eyeshadow. They're just very, very creamy, long lasting on the skin pencils. So that is Space Cowboy. So you can see it's got this warm beige base with the pretty sparkle to it. Pencils are sharpening pencils, and 0.04 ounces, made in the USA is what it says on the packaging there. And then we've got the Moondust Quad. So it's this guy right here. It's got see-through acrylic packaging. I think that, if memory serves me correctly, I think that I have all of the Moondust palettes that Urban Decay has ever done, because I do really like the sparkle. They just have a really beautiful sparkle and iridescence to them. So there are two of the kind of more traditional Moondust shades in there, which are these two. And these ones here, well, this one's got some really pretty sparkle to it. It's got some more kind of shadow, like powder shadow quality to it. And then this one here I would call is like a shimmer shade. Very pretty though. So I was with my mom when we were feeding horses, and when she grabs the mail, she'll have my stuff in the Ranger with her while we feed horses. And so I open oftentimes packages in the Ranger with Mom so she could see what I got. And she was just like over the moon when she saw these two products. So I said, well, let me use them and then I'll haul them. And then afterwards you can just go ahead and take them and use them for however long you want, you know. So I do that a lot with my mom with makeup products. So let me go ahead and give you guys some swatches of these. So I got this one underneath the brow and on the inner portion of the lid, and this one on the center of the lid. And I can say, like, swatching these ones here feel a little bit more creamy in comparison to older iterations of the Moondust formula, which can kind of feel a little bit dry to the touch. So they're going to really suspend the sparkle in there and help with any type of fallout from that kind of sparkle. So I do think that that is a bit of an improved formulation compared to like older versions of the Moondust shadows, because again, they feel more creamy, like there's a bit more of a binder in there. But this right here is more of a pairing palette for how I use it, and that's how I use it today as well, just because I do like something deep in the crease to push back my really hooded lid, you know. So that is the Moondust Space Cowboy Quad and 24/7 Glide On pencil, and a huge thank you to Urban Decay for sending over that package. And then I got a package from Alter Ego. They sent over another tube of their eyeshadow primer, which I've compared to the Urban Decay Primer Potion, which I use it for like really humid days, say I'm going to a concert or something like that, to really, really hold that eyeshadow. Otherwise my eyelids are just too dry for something like that for the daily use. But if you love the Urban Decay Primer Potion, it's similar to that. And then they launched a new eyeshadow palette. It's the Mist Haven eyeshadow palette, 0.63 ounces or 17.9 grams of product, and it is made in the PRC. So that is the box packaging, and this is the palette that I have got on my eyes today with the Space Cowboy Quad, and it kind of fits really well. I have been able to use this palette by itself, but I do like the incorporation of like those lighter Moondust shades in there, because everything's pretty, it has a Halloween vibe to it, but it's actually a dupe for the Pretty Grunge palette from Huda Beauty. And I get how it's kind of frowned upon how they dupe like other palettes and stuff like that, but Huda Beauty and also Natasha Denona are really expensive palettes, so people might really like that color story, but you know, $70 for an eyeshadow palette really isn't feasible for them. That's where something like this can come in, you know. So I get both sides of the coin, if you will. But this guy here is really nice. The eyeshadow formula I get along with really well. The sparkle shades are pretty, they can get a little bit stiff, so I do like to use a firm brush when I pick those up. And like these shades right here don't quite have the dimension in comparison to the Pretty Grunge palette, but overall the quality of the eyeshadow palette is really nice. And the shades are magnetized inside of here as well, so you can swap them around with other shades even in the same range. And I've worn this quite a bit since I got it as well, and primarily I've enjoyed pairing it with like super sparkly shades, multi-chromes, or like holographic shades on the lid. And these guys, there is one cream in here which I haven't used, but it would probably work really great for a lot of dimension with those sparkles over the top. It's this guy right here. Oh, let's It's the cream shade. And then this bottom row here. And then these last two shades. So that guy right there is the new Mist Haven eyeshadow palette from Alter Ego, and a huge thank you to Alter Ego as well for sending this guy over. And then I got a PR package from Too Faced. They sent over their Born This Way Super Coverage Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, which this is a product that's been around for a while, and I used to have this in my shade, but it'd gotten a little bit of age on it, so I did declutter it, but I did enjoy it for those full coverage days because this is a really full coverage product. So this is the card that came inside, and I hadn't used it for quite some time, and so I was trying to use these shades, which none of these match me, but I liked the full coverage aspect, and I just put like a dot on each inner corner and blended it out, and I liked that coverage. So I think that the whole range comes in the mini sizes now, so I may actually next time that I'm in Ulta try to find my shade. I just don't remember. I think it was Swan was the shade that I wore in this range, but the three that they sent over are just too dark for me, and they also sent over the full size in vanilla, so I've got it in the mini and the full size, so I'm actually going to give this one to a friend. So I'll swatch the three mini shades that they sent over, but again, a super coverage multi-use sculpting concealer, conceal, contour, highlight, retouch. So these little guys have got 0.06 ounces of product, and the big one's got 0.45 ounces of product, and these guys here are made in Italy. So I'll start off with Porcelain, and I really do love the size of these minis. It's got the larger doe foot. So here's Porcelain, which I really thought like a shade named Porcelain would kind of be able to make it work for me, but it is much too dark. And then we've got Vanilla, I think is the lightest of the three shades, I think. So here's Vanilla. And then the third one they sent over is Light Beige. And I tried to use Vanilla, and it was, I could just tell right when I put it on, so I had to mix it with something much too bright for me to make it work, because I didn't want to like wipe it off my face, you know. But that one there is Light Beige, and then I'll just kind of go like this here. So you can kind of see they all have different undertones to them as well, but I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't get a mini in. I want to say it's the shade Swan that matched me with the kind of pink undertone with that's a lighter one, because sometimes I do really enjoy a full coverage, and you just need so little of the product as well, so you get that full coverage without like a thick like layer of concealer, you know. So again, those are the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use concealers, and a huge thank you to Too Faced as well for sending over that package. And lastly, I got a PR package from Wonderskin, and I haven't gotten anything from them in a while. The last ones they sent me was their range of eyeliners, which were super creamy. I ended up giving those to my mom. They lasted decent on the waterline for me, but with a little bit of migration, but the shades were pretty like deep, and you know, guys know I like that kind of bright, like vibrant color on the waterline. I really wanted that like sage green kind of color to pop a little bit more for me, but I ended up again giving them to my mom, and she loves them. They're one of those pencils that are really creamy, and they have decent playtime to kind of smudge out, and when they set, they're really like budge proof, so she really enjoys those. She don't have these same issues with the waterline like I do. But these guys here are the eyeshadow sticks. These are new to the brand, fall 2024. They launched 4 shades: Green Smoke, Champagne, Ash, and Mink. This is the card that came inside. It says, say goodbye to smudges with Wonderskin's new If You Know, You Know eyeshadow sticks. This multi-use stick provides a refreshing eyeshadow experience. Let the colored liner glide like water onto your lids with a cooling sensation, strong color payoff, and a weightless effect due to its Cool Touch Aquafusion technology. The extremely lightweight formula was designed to never crease, last for up to 20 hours, and can be used as eyeshadow, eyeliner, and highlight, performing on every generation of skin. The sticks are available in 4 stunning shades. Again, green smoke, champagne, ash, and mink. So these have got a total of 0.049 ounces or 1.4 grams, and they are made in Germany. So this is the box packaging. And these are those type of sticks that really remind me of the Laura Mercier caviar sticks. They're very, very creamy. They have got also a decent amount of playtime, but once they set down, they're pretty budge proof. And I was going to put them on the waterline, especially like the greeny kind of toned one. Because of that cooling aspect, I've been a little apprehensive to try them on the waterline. I might do it tomorrow. It is Sunday, so hopefully if things go sideways, I can just like clean off my waterline and stuff like that. But let me go ahead and swatch the shades for you. This first one is Champagne, and this one is a shimmer finish. This is what the packaging looks like. I love that the color is on the end of the stick as well. Something that I really love to use products like this for in the summertime is when I go to the lake. It's almost like I challenge myself, right, to do a full face of waterproof makeup. And so like I'll like jump in the lake or whatever and like check to see if the products that I used, how budge proof that they were, including like eyeliners, mascaras, face products, and all that type of thing. So oftentimes when I do go to the lake, I'll use Laura Mercier caviar sticks in a brush and I'll buff a look onto my lid, and they last really, really well like that. So I like to use products like this, like that as well. So this one is Champagne. These would also make really good long wearing bases. I almost kind of want to put a little bit of this on the inner corner of my lid here, even though there's quite a bit of sparkle already there. We'll just put a little bit more there as well. Did it do anything? There's just a whole lot of sparkle going on. This next one is Mink, and Mink is a matte shade. It's like a grayish. So that one is Mink. And then we've got Green Smoke. This is the one that I want to try on the waterline. Granted, it's got the very slightest hint of a forest green to it. It's not like a bright green like I have on the waterline most times. But it also has got the sparkle in it. So that one there is Green Smoke. And then the last one is Ash. And Ash is also a matte shade, which is more like a gray taupe color. Really pretty though. So I could probably do with a brush, because again, these do have some playtime. You can see I still have some room to kind of move that one around. And I just swatched this one so you can see that I can smudge them out with a brush. I could do a full look with cream shadow, these 4 cream shadow sticks. So again, these are new from Wonderskin, and they're the If You Know, You Know eyeshadow sticks. And a huge thank you to Wonderskin for sending these guys over as well. And that's everything that I have for the haul today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I will see you guys later. Bye.